think you're better than me?" That sentence was supposed to sting him, but he didn't react, not because he didn't care, but because something deeper had already snapped. That quiet, hollow snap you hear when a person no longer needs to be right. The ego in front of him, loud, polished, constantly seeking applause, felt like a cracked porcelain mask, beautiful from a distance, but beneath it, dust. Let me tell you the truth. You don't destroy egos by shouting back. You don't win by clapping louder. That just feeds them. You destroy ego with silence, with indifference, with truth. I've lived it. I've been ignored, underestimated, cut off mid-sentence while the louder guy took credit. I've watched friends turn into performers, bragging about salaries, cars, status, and I smiled through it. Until one day, I wasn't smiling. I was studying. I started reading Nietzsche, not the Instagram quote version, the real stuff. One line hit me like a punch. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. That's the thing about egos. They don't want you to fly. They want you to bow. So here's what I learned, painfully, quietly, about ego. Technique 1, starve it. Most egos are addicts. They survive on attention, validation, echo chambers. Stop clapping for mediocrity. Stop nodding to nonsense. I was once in a room where someone interrupted every sentence I spoke, laughed louder when others made the same point. I stopped reacting, not out of pettiness, out of clarity. They cracked, because egos can't survive without mirrors. Technique 2, reflect truth, not praise. I used to think kindness meant agreement, that disagreeing meant confrontation. But sometimes the kindest thing you can do is hold up a mirror and let someone see themselves. I once told a friend, "You talk a lot about what you do, but you never ask how others are doing." He got defensive, didn't speak to me for a while. Then he came back, quieter, softer, because real ego death doesn't happen in public. It happens in private, in the silence after someone finally hears the truth. Technique 3, live without needing to prove. This one hurts, because I've been that guy. Posting achievements I didn't care about, saying things that sounded smart just to feel seen. The moment I stopped trying to impress, I felt empty. Then I felt free. And that freedom, that's what ego fears the most, because ego can't compete with someone who doesn't need to compete. There's a psychological truth here. Studies show ego defense mechanisms increase when we feel socially threatened. It's not confidence, it's fear, disguised in dominance. So when someone's ego lashes out at you, don't get angry. Just remember, it's not personal, it's protection. He realized no one was coming to clap for him. No one was going to crown him enlightened. And that was the moment he stopped performing, stopped proving, started living. Now, he sees egos like children throwing tantrums in tailored suits. He doesn't fight them, he just walks past them. Because breaking an ego isn't about hurting someone, it's about refusing to play a game you never signed up for. You don't break an ego with words, you break it with presence, the kind that doesn't flinch, doesn't flatter, doesn't need approval. If this felt like your story, subscribe to Simplify. Actually, no hype, just human.